The Saints' third-round pick back in April. It's Kendra Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing is Stafford. There's Chris Olave. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
They don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Miller will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson going to move him around.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors 70.
In motion right is Pittman.
Cup 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts have taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Miller. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter from a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Ready?
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Hey, check that, street. Ready, ready?
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Colts at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock for that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
21. Hurry.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They keep it with Miller on first down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more on that one and another first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. An escape, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stafford. That is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. Deep to return is Josh Downs. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7.
7 Pirates. Panther 11. Ready.
Now Richardson. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there. A gain of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Richardson going to change the play here.
Bobcat. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Richardson now on first down. Complete to Likely. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. Shot. Panther 60. Ready.
On first down, Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll shift things around. Back to the air with Richardson. That one finds Pierce right side. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here we go, here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Crack all 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Warrior, 70. Sixty Bison.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
123 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. A first down carry now for Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. To throw is Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
22.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Gotta be lying. Trap 50. Trap 60.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Pass into the hands of Woods. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Riggs, 19 light. Dragon 60.
Motion man right, that's Pierce.
18, Pioneer. Reload. Ready.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead.
But this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a...
It got his man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
A gain of 40 yards. First down, New Orleans.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 22!
Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Give me a radar.
Now Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Got a throw right sideline is complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
50-50.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash. And this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Down the right sideline. He may go. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 66 yards. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Perry. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Richardson to throw off play action. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Richardson going to move him around.
Go, Reed, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Richardson now on 2nd down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Collecting 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Kirk, right there.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They begin with a run by Miller. Shoves him aside. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Real right, 22.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will take over.